What's up, guys? Welcome back. Hashtag Broadcasting come back to you guys live once again here tonight. We're doing the C League broadcast for FTR Racing League. Like I said, we're at Texas tonight. I've got Heavy Duty in the booth with me tonight. What's up, Heavy?
What's going on, buddy?
Not much. I'm really excited. You know, it's a new series. You know, it's a brand new series. A whole bunch of new guys coming in here trying to prove a point. And there's just a lot to talk about. They're qualifying right now. Like I said, I need some invites. Heavy has one, and we'll be sure to get in. But like I said, a lot of new faces racing here tonight. What's your take on it? And we'll get into picks, but just what's your take, and what, you know, if you have advice to tell these guys if they're watching the broadcast, what do you want to tell them?
Yeah, I've been practicing with a bunch of these guys all week, off and on. B-League guys too, but these C-League guys are definitely trying to improve themselves and get out there. And Texas can be a very tough track team. So I'm excited for this. There's going to be mistakes. There's going to be times when people do things that they didn't think they could do. It's going to make for an awesome race tonight. And I'm just proud of all these guys in the C-League. Like, just wanted to come out here and try and be a part of FTR and grow with us.
Definitely. Yeah, you know, it's new faces, you know, coming into a league that's been around for almost 2 years now, but it's a brand new series. You know, we had so many new guys come in, you know, we'd have over 40 guys racing in the B League, so we almost had to make a new series. You know, it's always a good situation when you're forced to make a new series because you have a lot of interested people. And whenever you have interested people, that comes with new faces, and new faces, people want to come in, they want to prove themselves. Do you see extra aggressive racing tonight, or do you see guys being laid back? Because obviously guys want to move up, they need to obviously show their speed, but you know, if you're gonna race dirty and, you know, be over aggressive and stuff like that, you know, all that gets noticed, especially because every race is broadcasted, you know, so stuff like that. Just what do you expect driving wise from these new guys? There's also some guys that have been racing in here for a while, so they could probably lead the way, show, you know, how they're supposed to race. But you know, people have their way of racing. You know, what's your take on you know, how do you think these new guys are going to drive tonight?
I think they're going to be aggressive when they need to be. And what I mean by that is if there is cautions on restarts with fresh tires, you're already loose at Texas when you restart and you get tighter throughout your run. So you're going to be loose, freed up with fresh tires. So you're hauling the mail, you know. So everybody's going to push the car a little further than they think they can get it and do things they shouldn't do normally. But it's how can you handle that? Like, can these guys race each other aggressively without causing cautions?
Definitely.
Because it can be done. Like, we prove it in the A-League plenty of times. You definitely, and the B-League too, you can definitely race each other aggressively without wrecking. And
Definitely.
that's what I want to look forward to how close they are going to race. Like, are we going to see some door-to-door action? Because you can race side by side all the way through Texas.
Yeah, and the biggest thing is this is the first race non-super speedway, so this is the big showing. Daytona, heavy draft, a lot of luck. Takes skill and speed, but you know, it's probably 85% luck, 90% luck, you know, 80% luck, whatever. It takes a lot of luck, a lot of track position. Tonight is the real test. You know, it's the first race where speed is going to be a factor, driver ability is going to be a factor, how you race is going to be a factor. You know, your awareness, everything goes into a situation like this, and it's a drafting track, it's a big track, but it's not like Daytona and Talladega. So, you know, guys got to prove themselves. So, you know, being the first big race, you know, who do you pick to come out and show who's on top? Yeah, I think we have 17 guys for tonight. You know, I say Blue Pit. He's probably you know, I like Blue Pit. I say he has a really good chance of getting the win. You know, I've heard he's really, you know, really quick. Shady, he's been putting a lot of work in. Stewart's a veteran. You know, some guys like that. And then there's a bunch of new guys as well. Burntwood's been around for a while. Smooth Puppy, I know Smooth. Brandon's put a lot of work in. I talked with Big Rig last night, so there's a lot of guys. You know, who do you look at to be the favorite?
The favorite or just my pick? Because I don't really think I have a favorite right now. I haven't seen enough of these guys to know which one is the favorite, you know. But I have practiced a ton with them this week, and so I'm gonna say my pick would be Blue Pit.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I've heard he's running really good fast lap times, but like I said, you gotta have a car to last. So, do you see a short run car getting it done tonight, or do you see a long run car getting it done tonight? Because you never know. You may need a short run car at the end, you know. But if there's no yellows, you might need a long run, plus tire strategy and fuel, etc. What kind of car do you think these guys need to, be ready for and, have ready to take the green flag tonight?
They really need a nice mixture of both. But guys, I would say I would rather have a short run car that I can adjust to add laps to than to be a long run car and try to get it faster on a short run. That's just me.
Yeah, yeah, I can agree. You like you said, it's got to be both. But you got to be ready for any circumstance. So whenever you're building a setup, how do you get ready for any circumstance when building a setup?
Yeah, I mean, trying to think of the outcomes, making sure that you're not too slow on takeoffs and you're not too far falling off at the end of your run. And that's why it goes back to their aggressiveness tonight. We're going to see, because it's going to determine the cautions. You know what I mean? Did these guys go into tests and setups thinking, well, we're going to have a ton of cautions based on based on Daytona's race, or is it going to be long runs? And I would like to see them get a nice long run in, and that's going to separate the guys that are just hanging on the draft with a car that's stuck in the draft, and guys who actually have good setups and can drive.
Definitely, yeah. Yes, there's a lot of things that go into putting a setup together and getting a race together. But we got Billy in the booth with us tonight, and he's ready. What's up, Billy?
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Not much. Go ahead, Heavy.
Ready to get this race going on, man. I mean, I think these guys have been on practicing probably every night this week. So
Definitely.
looking forward to see what these guys bring to Texas. I mean, some of these guys, man, been putting in some fast speeds, and I'm really anxious to get started. Just kind of a rebound from last week. Maybe we can put on some great shows tonight, and hopefully we can for the fans, and that's what it's all about. So just ready to get started, man.
Definitely.
Well, I'm in this booth as a fan first.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think we all are.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of things that go into a league like that, and you got to be a fan of racing to broadcast it. And in order to broadcast it, you got to have some racing background, and obviously all three of us have that. And like Heavy said, we're all racing fans. We all love racing, and I think we plan on them putting on a great show tonight. Like I was asking Heavy, what's your pick going into tonight, Billy? You've raced with these guys a little more than I have.
I'm gonna kind of go out on a limb a little bit. I've raced with this guy a couple times. In the lobbies. From practice. I'm gonna go with I got two guys. I'm gonna go with Racing Phenom. He seems really fast. He seems like he's got a good long run car as well. And I'm gonna go with Shady tonight, fellas.
Those are good picks. Those are good picks.
Shady's a good pick. Shady was real smooth earlier today. He was looking real good out there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there.
Invites are coming in.
Yep.
Looks like we're getting some invites. Sorry guys, I was a little bit late, man. I'm on call this week, and I've been having to go to work every day, all day, almost every day this week. So
It's all good. We got you.
What it means by that is they couldn't put fuel in his personal jet to get him here on time.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, with gas prices going up, they may not have the money to get it.
I know, right? It's crazy, man. But got a lot going on this week.
Is your daughter in this race tonight, or is she missing this race?
No, she can't make it tonight. She's very under the weather. She's been like that for about 2 days, and hopefully, we got a lot of stuff going on this week. We got a lot of stuff going on tomorrow and Tuesday, so hopefully we get everything settled in and she can get back on the track and get some practice and get ready for Pocono. So yeah, it's just been a busy week.
It's hard to race when under the weather. There's been some real life NASCAR drivers like Brad Keselowski were able to do that, but it's definitely difficult. You lose your concentration, and you really don't benefit anything from the race when you're feeling under the weather too. You go into the race and you're just not learning anything and taking knowledge in. So she's coming off a win, last week at Daytona. And, she's a rookie. A lot of rookies in this series actually, and she came in. She got a great win at Daytona. just what's your guys' thoughts on that? We talked a lot about it Friday night, Billy, but like Heavy, what's your thoughts? You know, the odds are a rookie was gonna win last week because there were a lot of rookies in it. But Macy hasn't been on the game very long. You would think a rookie with a little more experience would have gotten it done. She got it done though. I'm sure you were watching, or you may have been broadcasting that one. I'm not sure. But just what's your take on that one, Heavy?
Yeah, I actually missed last week's broadcast, but I watched the broadcast afterwards. But her being Billy's daughter and winning first race of the season, I think to the rest of these guys in the C League, it's kind of like they wanted her here this week to prove a point. Is she as good as she come off last week?
Yeah,
That's true. Very true.
definitely.
She had a really good car for this week. Running some really good times. I mean, not times we run, but I think she would have been right there in the mix, as long as she could have kind of kept her composure and not made any mistakes. But hopefully she'll be back next week. And she's really bummed about not being able to race tonight as well. So it's kind of hitting home for both of us. But right now she's under the weather, and hopefully we'll get it going. So
Well,
should be good. We got a long season.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
Oh yeah, me too, man.
Yeah, when you're a rookie like that, you want to get as much experience as possible. We were all rookies at one point, and you always just wanted to get on the game, get practice, get seat time, and get faster. And missing your second race ever, you miss that opportunity of going, winning both races to open up the season. You just want to be in the race, just for the fun of it, just to have your chance to get the win, just to learn, obviously get points, because we're all fighting for a championship, and early races in the season are. They mean just as much as the regular season finale. So it sucks. She ain't gonna be the only one missing the night. But we do have a decent field tonight. I think we have 17 guys. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I'm really excited.
Yeah,
I'm
me
excited too, and I just wanted to hit on especially with these C guys coming up, missing seat time. I mean, it can hurt you if you miss too much of it.
Oh yeah.
Just being in there, like you said, Eagles, it doesn't matter if you're winning or not. Just being in there racing with the guys, getting camaraderie. I can't say the word right. I mean, you know what I mean? Like racing
yeah,
with
for
them,
sure.
feeling them out, knowing how they race you, where they're going to be aggressive at, where they're not aggressive.
Getting to know
Where
your
you can be
competition.
aggressive with them, yeah.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
that's going to be a major thing for this whole C group all season, I think.
It doesn't
Yeah,
take
I
too
do too.
long. It doesn't take too long to figure out who's quick and who's not quick. You can tell a lot of that just by racing practices, and you want to know who's going to be
Yeah,
the guy
but
to beat
quick
every
doesn't
week.
always make you the best racer, right, though?
That's right.
That's
That's
true.
right. That's very true.
That's true, but you learn who the best racers are as well.
You
Yeah,
do.
you do.
You do.
You do.
But you also
Yeah.
know that guy sitting back there in ninth place is just as good as that guy in second. He just can't get there.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
like
right.
today,
Yeah. That's
Chase Elliott.
about first time winners. I mean, you kind of look at real life. We have a lot of first time winners at Daytona. A lot.
Yep.
So, for her to put herself in position right there at the very end and was able to hold it off, I think she did a great job. I mean,
Oh
I
yeah,
was over here
outstanding
on the edge
job.
of my seat shaking, and I was like, man, is she gonna be able to pull this win off? And it's like, this was an amazing feeling.
That's
I
what I
was sitting there
said.
thinking,
It's an awesome feeling, but on the other hand, those guys that's your daughter. That's the big man's daughter, and she just come out here and whooped up on them the first race of the season. They
yeah,
gonna be
Daytona's a
they gonna
little
be
bit
hunting for
easier to.
her now. Put that monkey on her back a little bit for them to come get.
Yep, that's right. Daytona's been a little bit easier, to get your first win, you know, and it's just I sit there and said if she can just get through the gears, and not screw up in the gears and be able to come off a two leading, I think she'll have a good shot, and she was able to do that, and I was proud of her, very
Oh,
proud
that's
Yeah,
of
it.
her.
Every one of
Proud
us
of her.
knows confidence. Just being confident in what you can do. It builds and builds and builds, and that confidence grows, and then you end up like Micah.
doesn't matter where when and how you get your win. They all work the same, and there's no such thing as a bad win. So,
Mm.
um, that
And
that's
once you
just
cross that
how you got
line
to look
first,
at
can't
it.
nobody take it from you.
That's right.
Exactly. Unless the boss
That's
man
right.
says you didn't do it the right way, right? Penalties, you know what I mean? But no, whenever you get the win, people It's just they're all worth the same. You know, if you win at Daytona, you win at Texas. Um, you knock somebody out of the way, you pass them cleanly. You do it today or yesterday. It doesn't matter. You
Yep.
get the win. They're all worth the same. They're all worth the same amount of points. But like I said earlier, you know, you gotta be consistent, have a good balance. Do you go for stages tonight, or do you just try to focus on getting the win?
I think I'd go for the
I,
stages.
Probably
I don't even know
both.
if I would aim for stages or the win tonight. Like honestly, I would just start the race off trying to get myself in a groove and run consistent laps. And where I end up is where I end up.
Young mind, the only thing that's on their mind is getting the win. Veterans, like you look at real life guys today, Kevin Harvick, Martin Truex, they go into the race and they just want a good finish. They want solid points. You know, if they win, they win. That's why you don't see Martin Truex Jr. doing backflips off of his car when he wins. But whenever you see young guys, you know, Chase Elliott or these Sealy guys, for example, they go out there, they try to get a win. Whenever you step in that car, all you think about's winning. So for those guys, they're probably not going to be the most patient in the world. So we're probably going to see some ruffled feathers tonight. But there's always next week. We go to a bigger track next week at Pocono, and there's always another opportunity. But you're able to look. I ain't gonna be saying that Wednesday night or Monday night. I ain't gonna be saying, well, there's next week if I don't win the night. I'm saying that because I'm in the booth. When you're out there on the racetrack, it's a whole different mindset.
Oh,
Yeah, for
definitely.
sure. Definitely, man. Definitely.
You can be
I'm
in the
ready to get
booth and say,
started,
I'm gonna
guys.
win in
I don't
two
know about
weeks.
y'all, but I'm ready to get started, boys.
Yes,
Me
sir.
too.
I hope they didn't start.
Yeah, I hope they didn't either. Cause I told Shady let us know when to.
I have more than one invite, so I'm gonna join just to check. Okay, they did not start yet. We're all good.
Good. I'm ready for these guys. You know, I think it's gonna be a good race tonight, guys. I do feel like line 7 is. I mean, line 7. Thinking hell, I'm
Hey
thinking
guys,
about
gotta
work.
work. Yep.
I'm thinking turn 4 is gonna bite somebody tonight. I don't know when. But it's you guys know as much as I do. As tricky as turn 4 is, the least little bit offline, it's going to bite you. So I
Alright,
figure we're going to see that a couple.
we got the cue.
Get this phone call, guys.
Oh
Yep.
boy, Billy's going back into work, isn't he? So look at that. The two guys that were major picks tonight, Racing Phenom and Blue Pit, starting first and second. With 29-1 and 29-2. Just those lap times alone just lets the rest of the field know the true speed of those guys. You never know how they're gonna get it done though. They're starting first and second. Doesn't mean they're gonna finish first and second.
That's it. I'm excited. Let's see what happens here. Every one of these guys is eager to prove themselves.
Yeah, and you never know. They go out there and completely dominate. They could be in B series by next week. You never know. That's why these guys, they're gonna be aggressive just to try to prove themselves. Because that's
Hit
really
it,
all there is
boys.
to do it. We're coming to the green
New
flag.
RNA TV time now. I'm gonna jump back here on the 48.
We got Racing Phenom starting on the pole, boys.
Is that Stewart in
Yep.
third?
Blue Pit on the outside, and then Stewart starting third. Yep.
It's a good start by Stewart. Good starting spot.
Stewart's got a quick car. If he can hang a smooth line, Stewart has a quick car.
I'll tell you what, guys, I'm a little.
I'm already kind of impressed.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. Is these guys?
This is where it's gonna come to. Let's see what this Ford does.
That's a great start.
Few hooks. They good through there.
That's okay though.
In the
Like I
beginning of
said,
your runs when the car's the freest anyway, in my opinion. At least that's how mine always end up.
That was a lot cleaner than the A-League race last week, that first lap, so it's looking good for these boys.
Alright.
That's nice, man. It's nice. I like this. We might see some action tonight, fellas. Got the
I'm
14
excited.
all over them. Is that the 14 and what's that? 14 and 19. Okay, Blue Pit's the 19.
Yep.
Oh, 48 and 14. I think that's Smooth Puppy in the 48.
It's smooth in the 48.
I picked Smooth last week. He's good.
I tell you what, that 19's all over the bumper. He kind of shoved him up a little bit. like he's gonna be able to make the pass lately.
Does anybody
Davis just
know?
made the pass going to 6.
Does anybody know if those top two are buddies or no?
I have no idea.
I'm not sure. Because they probably race a little different if they're buddies, but if they're not, we could see a great race between these two tonight.
The 8 looking at the outside of the 96 here. 14 on the outside of the 17.
Gonna stroll back through the pack just a little.
There's a little pack back here.
There's a good pack over here for third on.
Oh,
Stewart,
is it the 42 we just lost? Or nope, he hung on to it.
still trying to learn these names. Brandon,
Like Shady up on the high side.
he's up there. David Dubose. BWK Tears up in this pack. Shady?
You know, somebody else that has kind of impressed me this week too has been that number 8 car, that Brandon Newman. You know, he puts a lot of time and work in as well, so I think he might be a threat tonight too if he can just keep him.
Yeah.
I know that fella sent me friend request because he planned on being in the booth after this race.
So, I mean, we really don't know, right? I mean, we don't know who's got what because we've only had one race in this. Oh, 8 car.
Oh, a wreck. Smooth puppy around the 8. I think that's
Like the 8.
Davies. He got through it. Burnt wood just smacked the wall. I don't think that was a caution. Yeah, it was. It is. Straight edge was involved.
Props, you know?
That was good.
Made some laps, and they were racing hard. You know, it's just that turn 4, man. I think it's going to bite a lot of guys tonight. I don't think we're just going to see it in this race. I think we're going to see it all week.
Well, the thing is, if these guys have trouble in turn 4, they won't be able to get revenge on turn 4 for 2 weeks because there won't be any turn 4 next week.
Yeah, exactly, right? Ain't but 3.
Yeah. They ain't gotta worry about turn 4 next week. But no, in all seriousness, that was a great run. They opened up great. You know, we're seeing some strong speed by Blue Pit and Racing Phenom. Those were the 2 picks. I'm very impressed with Stewart. He kept it up there inside the top 4. Looks like some tire strategy by the 2. Who is
I was
that?
impressed back here in the back of the pack that we had guys running all 3 lanes, the bottom, the middle, and the high.
Miller Lite.
Not too much of a shake up front, but just a leader, right? So, I mean,
Like, Terror got in the crash.
Ooh, some contact. They're gonna be 3 wide here. David's being pinched a little bit by the 14, but they're smooth through there. They're good.
13 looking to the inside. I was going to say, I don't think them old tires are going to hold up with these 4 freshies right now here.
So he got pushed up just a little bit. Oh, 3 wide, Dord. And the 2's around. Shady's around.
Oh, Shady's there, man.
Caution. That was just a mixture of old tires, and he just got pushed up the track and ran out of room. He got in the wall. He got put in the wall, but there was really just no room.
Yeah, you just run out of real estate.
That's that
right?
aggressive racing I was talking about.
That's where guys are going to learn. You know, how late in the run can you afford to stay out? You know, 2 laps? Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6? You know, now he's going to the back and he's going to have a brand new car, so it's going to be interesting now. You know, that's a learning curve for Miller Lite.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
How many laps of fuel did they get?
I think 20.
So, mandated stops, they'll have to pit 1, 1, and 1. So, that should be good.
Phenom starting on the pole. First.
Stewart on the outside.
Stewart on the outside, yep.
Is that David Dubose?
David Dubose.
He's been up there since that last restart. Who's the 42? Is that Supreme? Not 100%. Still trying to learn these guys' names, or numbers.
You know what's impressed me the most about these C guys from what I'm seeing, though?
3 wide for the lead!
Is I don't see these guys hitting the apron in turns 1 and 2 like we have seen in the past, you know?
Stewart to the lead!
Got the old Wally veteran out front right now, trying to set the tone.
Made the pass.
Look at David Dubose. Look at David Dubose going to jump in the
16
second.
into the wall, just a little bit close to 42. 22 into the... We got a little cluster right here. 16, 22, 32, 37.
That was impressive. You see the 19? He could have killed the 13. That was impressive.
Eight
Eight's around on the back stretch. Caution is up.
Anybody watching the stream want to go back and watch that. The 19 almost creamed the 13. If they're going to call something out, that's pretty impressive. I don't think he touched him. But I think he hit the apron or pushed up the track and was very close to taking out the car on his outside. That was pretty impressive. But yeah, under caution again.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just, I think they kind of a little bit angsty a little bit, but I think if we can get some green flag laps, I want to see what some of these guys can do on some long runs.
That angst, that's what me and Eagles talked about at the beginning of the race. Them having fresh tires and wanting to pick up as much as they can with them.
Yep, exactly.
But I'd like to see a long green flag run too.
Yeah, me too. I think we'll see it tonight. I think we'll see it.
You just gotta be a little more patient on the race starts, because once they get spread apart, then they can race. Right now, they just gotta get sorted out in order to race. If you want to race on a race start, that's when stuff happens.
32 just cut the nose off the 92 a little bit.
Ooh, 13 got into the 42 going into 3.
David Dubo's looking to the inside of Stewart.
Oh, somebody pinned themselves.
Somebody.
It's going to be a big rig. Oh, man, come on.
Big Rig should have a good car. Oh! The 8 just got creamed. Who was that? Was that the 24? He just got destroyed. That was the 24 Walking Dead just destroyed him. He's got damage himself. I don't know what happened there. He went into the turn.
Aggressive move, the 19 put on the 13 to get around, the 17 to get around. I mean, he slid his nose in there. He was there.
Ooh, that's going to be a caution. Right back onto the track.
Big wreck.
Straight edge, shady involved. That's a caution. Let's say it's Big Rig.
Stewart, though, hanging on to that lead.
He is.
I think it was the 37 and the 42 doored each other down the straightaway, and the 37 spun, lost control, went back up onto the track, and Shady and one other car, I'm not sure who it was, maybe the 8 was a victim of that.
Who we got here? We got Stewart, Supreme, Luke Kid,
David.
David Dubo.
Racing Phantom.
Yep, and Racing Phenom up front right now. 8 car got some heavy damage.
Say Phenom one more time, Eagles.
Is that what it is?
Phenom. It's Phenom.
Whatever.
Stewart's gonna stay lead. We got Luke Kid, Racing Phenom. Right around with our leaders for a second.
Remember when I called David Dubo's David DeBouse on live broadcast and got told about that one too? It's all good. Some of these names are a little interesting.
I'm gonna watch this 8 and see what he can do through this field.
I'll tell you what. These guys ain't leaving nothing out on the table, I can tell you.
Ooh, is that... Oh, why would he come back down like that?
Well, what happened was the 16 got into the 00 down the backstretch, put him up into the 42.
Uh-oh. Two's around. Miller Lite.
Major lag.
He is killing everybody. He just destroyed David, who is going to the infield care center and going to get lifeline to the hospital.
Yeah, that's a lag caution right there.
Major lag. He's still lagging. He's killing people under caution. Who is that? Who's the 42? I think that's Supreme.
That's Supreme.
Supreme, yep.
Yeah, that's gonna cost track position for David Dubose and a couple other guys. I like that paint scheme by Shady though.
Yeah, it's nice.
Brentwood been quiet so far. NASCAR Legend been pretty quiet. Dave Ace.
Yeah, I mean, some of these guys, they haven't really talked about a whole lot, just kind of riding and biding their time, I mean, I think that's kind of what you got to do right now when you kind of see it, see guys juggling around at top of the position. And just, I think if we can get some laps, and just kind of see what these guys, have got.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, people.
Blue pit right here on the restart.
That's great sportsmanship by the 42.
Yeah,
Yep.
Awesome sportsmanship. That's what it's all about right there. Guys having respect.
That's pretty legit.
Exactly.
You know, we had some, you know, lag issues in the A-League, and, you know, less cooperation caused the issues, and great cooperation there.
Oh, 13 was lost.
Oh,
He got
19 is...
doored.
Wow,
Major
wow,
wreck. Everybody's
wow.
involved in that one. Big Rig, Stewart, the 22. That's going to cost Blue Pit some track position also. Wow.
That
The 13
backstretch in
got doored.
Texas, it can be a handful.
I think he got doored coming at it too and lost it going down the straight. Well, 42's going to get all his track position back.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hopefully that internet will chill out a little bit and we can see him race a little bit. And,
Yeah,
yeah,
'cause he definitely has a car moving up through there.
people get recognized for all kinds of stuff. You know, just a little bit ago I called out like Dave Ace and, you know, NASCAR legend. You know, they were quiet. You know, they haven't been, you know, a menace. They haven't been up front. You know, but they're still getting recognized for, you know, being up there. You know, 42 got recognized for sportsmanship. The 19 and the 13 have been probably the fastest so far. You know, so
Now
they
we
get
got
recognized
the
for
14, 19, Phenom. They're all
Shady.
at the back of the pack now.
Shady's up front.
Yep.
Him and Burnt. I said Burnt was being
13,
quiet.
13 missed a gear or something. He just got... Oh!
Ooh, Shady just got
That was...
doored.
Yeah. Who's that in the 51?
He kept it up there though.
Is that my man Burntwood?
Burnt and Smooth Puppy up in the top 3. Is that our tied out front? I think that's our tied out front. Ooh, Smooth Puppy up the track a little bit. Caution, that's why. What happened?
I don't know, I just seen the car come back up in front of Shady real slow. I guess it was 13.
Probably some frustrations. That 13 and the 19 are really quick, and neither of them are up towards the front right now. You gotta be patient.
That's it. Patient.
Because I've always said, if you got a fast car and you get shuffled a little bit, as long as you're patient, you'll get back to the front.
Yeah, but you get aggressive, you can put yourself in situations you don't need to, and you stay in the back.
Yeah, for real. That's true too. Very impressed with these guys, though.
I am too. Like honestly, that we're having some cautions here, but they're being really courteous to each other on the restarts. I figured they'd be a lot more aggressive.
What happened to the 42 there?
I think he might have been, somebody said he was lagging.
But he pulled off into the grass and everything. I'm not sure.
Eight's up to third now.
Oh, Burnt got in the wall. Did he come back down? He came back down in front of everybody.
Record 19 right there, big crash in the backstretch.
You know, when you get in the wall, it's difficult. You gotta keep it up on the track.
Look who's running second.
Yeah.
8 cars coming, fella.
Is that our tied up front?
From what I'm seeing is I'm seeing some of the faster guys in the back being really aggressive and trying to get their way back to the front, back into the 2 laps. It's just, you kind of got to settle in, settle back, let it play out a little bit, and you just pick your moves as you can. You know, I've seen some 2 and 3 wides trying to get into turn 1.
Yeah, just slowing down and being a lot more patient is what these guys got to do. But at the same time, you know what it's like sitting in that car with fresh tires on there. That thing will stick anywhere you want it to.
Oh, yes, sir. Most definitely. Stack them back up how we know. 37, 8, 48, and 2. Everybody, just like everybody's trying to go 3 wide. Looks like we got the 48 trying to put a move on the leader right now. 38 all up in the wall. Looks like he did that by himself. Oh, 16 loose. He just killed somebody.
He got the 42, 16 grid.
I happened to be sitting there. I watched that. Like the 16 got real loose and just lost it. Hopefully we'll get some green flag laps here in just a few minutes. Like, you know, when we first started, I was like, all right, this is going to be good. You know, I mean, these guys are still doing a good job. It's just we got to work on patience a little bit. That's the only thing we got to do. These guys are amped up, you know what I mean? And I know they are. Who wouldn't be, you know? First race after Daytona, mile-and-a-half track.
Well, I'm amped up every race day.
Oh yeah, me too. Looks like the 48's gonna lead us down to the green this time. Got Stewart back on the outside. Got the 8 cars, 17, 13, top 5. 8 cars rubbing door fenders with the 14. How this is going to end. I mean, got one car in the grass down there. 14 shot up the track a little bit, but he held on to it. Great job, Stewart. Like we settling in a little bit heavy.
Definitely looks like we're settling in.
We got a good little push. I think that's a 13 pushing on the 17, trying to work a little draft, trying to get back up there to second place. That 48 looks pretty strong right now. Holding his own.
Yeah, he's definitely up there. What he wants to see is them 2 guys behind him start racing each other.
Definitely.
But see, to me, at Texas, when they get out a little bit like this, and they get into a little 4-car single foul pack, 5-car single foul pack, some of these guys might not have the best cars or the best setups, but they're hanging onto that draft good enough to be able to stay with them.
Yep, exactly.
Although this 13, he got one heck of a run.
Who's coming?
Yeah, he's here.
You know, I run a lot of laps with this guy. You know, Racing Phenom, man, and he's had a good car. I mean,
yeah, I ran a few practice races with him, and he got into me in one of the practice races and messaged me apologizing about and everything. He's definitely a stand-up dude.
And that's what it's all about. Like he's going for the lead right now. Like the 8 gonna try to follow him. Look who's right there back behind him again. It's that 19, the blue pit. We know he's fast.
Yeah, blue pit. Was it caution? Oh, yeah, the 2 and the 42 back here, I think, I got into it. When I switched to them, they were coming off the apron together.
Yeah, I mean, we had a little stretch right there. I mean, I'm going to tell you what, that 38's hunting on a long run. Like it looks like. The 13. I mean, we don't really know, right? I mean, I think we run maybe 5 or 6 laps at a time, so we don't really know yet. Looks like he's got a long run car.
They can get to the lead from the high side up here.
Yeah, I don't know if that'll work.
Oh. Who we got there? Is that Shady? What happened to Shady?
Got a big run by the 17. We just doored the 14 pretty hard, man.
48 pushes up, 3 wide, 48, 78, 51 right here. Woo! And somehow they worked all the way through that. That's some driving, guys.
That's a hell of a job by these guys. Oh!
Oh, stored in the wall. 8 around. Who come off the inside wall right there and bounced up?
We got cars flipping everywhere.
Somebody hit that hard.
48 to the infield care center, please.
Was that the 19 smacked that inside wall down there?
It might have been.
They hit that thing hard. I mean, the back of his car's crushed in as much as the front's crushed in.
Big break for Shady.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Shady on that restart.
Yeah, not sure. Right straight edge, I believe, is going to be leading us to the game. Yep. Straight edge. We got straight edge and Brentwood up the road. A little bit of bump. Looks like straight edge he missed a shift. Stacked the whole field up.
42's down the apron. Look at these guys though. Like, they're settling it out. They got stacked up. Oh, 48 caught the wall. 37's caught the wall.
Yeah, that all happened. 32 missed a shift or something. He never took off. I see a lot of people cutting some grass.
Well, it should be asphalt out there anyway. Get all that grass up.
Scheme on that 32. That's sharp. You know, we've seen some guys on the front row that we haven't seen all night up there, and they're kind of bottlenecked up. You know, we have one guy that just didn't go or missed a shift or something happened, and it kind of.
Looks like they're requesting a 32 drop to the back.
So we got another. I think that's Dave Ace going to lead us to the green. I believe. I think he's in the 16. It's Dave Ace. You know, we're seeing different guys get to the front, so I don't know if we're getting close to staging or what. Guys trying to pull some type of strategy or something.
That 14, he shot way high. Like Shady seeing a little run on the inside right here. He took it.
We got David Dubose out front, guys. Got a new leader. Pushed the 13 up the track a little bit. I don't think it was intentional or nothing like that. But I tell you what,
like the 32.
Boy.
The 32 hooked a little bit off the turn, wrecked the 78. No caution. No caution. No. Well, I know these guys that made the short run car. They happy as can be right now.
Yeah, no doubt. I still think we're going to see some green flag laps, so I really do. I think these guys are kind of settling in a little bit. I think a couple guys' cars might be just a little bit on the loose side, you know, very first taking off, but I think if we get a little bit of green flag laps going, I think these cars will kind of settle in and everybody will kind of separate just a little bit. I think we'll see some good racing.
Is Shady got the FTR streak going too?
I'm not sure.
Like, I mean, absolutely.
These guys, I mean, they've been kind of all out of whack a little bit at times, and they've gathered the cars and not caused a real big one. I know we've had a few, but I mean, you know, a lot of these guys, they've been holding on to it, making mistakes, and just holding on to it. So I commend these guys for that. To me, these guys are putting on a hell of a race. I like it. You know, a little bit of patience. I think we can see these guys getting these cars.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, Yeah, the first tires is getting to some of the guys in the back a little bit, I think, as they keep trying to send it 3 wide off of 4. I ain't naming no names. Looks like Shady and Supreme just getting the short end of the deal every time.
I mean, we kind of learning a lot too.
Well, that's it, and these guys are learning each other. Like, and turn 4 is just tricky at Texas. You can have the best setup, fresh tires, and it still hook you off there. So I'm happy to see that. I've not seen one guy deliberately boring somebody or dive bombing to send them up the track.
Nope. I see a few guys just kind of running out of
wheels. Oh! That in the other car, yeah. Terror he went over the fence for a second.
I think these guys up front are kind of holding their own. I think we got a few drivers in the back. It's just not. I don't know if their cars just loose or they just. I don't know. I'm gonna jump back there. I want to see what's going on. Kind of pinpoint and
see. The backstretch here at Texas. I mean, you turn right the least little bit, that car starts swaying, and then you got to catch it. And I think that's what they're having problems with.
They might be trying to overcorrect a little bit. And that's very easy to do here.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely easy to do.
David Dubose still leading us down. You know, he's been to the back, been to the front, been to the back, and been to the front. So, I'm going to ride back here with BWK.
19 on. Oh, he got to the bottom. Ooh, they tight behind him.
I want to appreciate all our viewers out in YouTube land. Hope you guys are enjoying this as much as we are. I am super proud of these guys. I mean, this is the first race that we've been, you know, that we've seen these guys on any other track with no time. So I think these guys are doing a hell of a job in my opinion. It's like we're getting through there a little bit cleaner. I mean, right now they got 4 wide coming up off of 2, but I think those 2 guys are going to be able to settle in. So great job by this guy. I think that we get just single file a little bit.
Now there's 2, 22, and 8 right now. They are working each other. That 8's getting so close to that wall, but not touching.
Yep.
Oh, crash. Somebody through the grass. Who is it?
They stayed green, guys. Hey, these guys drove through.
78. Oh!
I was watching BWK's like the 42 got to the bottom and he just came right back up the track.
Well, the 22 bounced off the outside wall and come back down in front of 2 other cars.
Yep.
That's the thing I don't like about that safer barrier. Some tracks, that thing will grab you, hang on to you, won't let you go. Other tracks, it just bounces you off like it's rubber.
Yeah, for sure. You know, from what I'm seeing, though, from these guys is I think we're going to see some hell of a races this season. At some point, we're going to see some badass racing. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. They definitely have tons of potential.
Oh, they got all kinds.
I mean, the talent is here.
It is, most definitely. So we got Blue Pit back out front.
along with Shady right here.
I think a lot of what I'm seeing too is you guys are being a little bit extra cautious, and I think it's kind of upsetting the car a little bit, and it's kind of bouncing in places where they don't need to be. I'm kind of seeing that going on as well. I see a little impatience.
Yeah, I'm watching the 17 being a little impatient right there on the double
Yeah,
zero.
I'm gonna jump back here and see that.
Oh, Stewart in the wall, Shady plowed him. Looks like the 8 and the 14 got into it coming off the 4. You stay green. You stay green.
Looks like it.
Come on, Shady. You got this, buddy.
Yeah, we are green.
Hey, did you check Discord, Billy? There was a message from Micah in there.
I did.
What's up, guys?
What's up, buddy?
What I
I'm back
missed?
just a minute, fella.
The guys are spread out, so we made this may be what we needed here.
What I miss here? Who's out front, Stewart?
We've been trying to get some laps in, we're getting a handful of guys right now are kind of spread out. I mean, you see guys spread out now, so we may run to the end. Not sure where we're at on lap time and what stage.
42 is lagging. Yeah, 42 is lagging again.
Pulled up in front of the 22. Sitting there watching him from the straightaway. He was out of control. Rather go back up and
Yeah, that 42 is lagging really, really bad. Stewart, I think.
That's Stewart?
He's in the 14.
Yeah. We got pass for the lead right now.
He just passed like 4 cars too. That 13's fast.
Yeah, he's fast. And, like I said, I ran with this guy in the public lobby, and he was running pretty close. He wasn't far behind me, so I knew he was going to have a pretty good car. So I think we just need green flag laps just to kind of see who's got what. We don't know. We don't know what these guys have got because this is the first race after they're home.
Yeah. He's having a good run. Still in that 3rd spot, trying to defend David Dubose.
We've seen Chargers drive that 13 in the B League, and we know he's fast as well. Can anybody run with him?
I'm not sure. He's pulling off a lot, and in the beginning I thought maybe Bloopy would have something for him. We only have 3 to go. Yep. Remember, it's only 25%. So 2 to go.
And I'll tell you what, that 13's low.
Caution! Caution, we're gonna have a 2-lap shootout.
Well, that's what that 37 wanted to see, though.
That 13, the 37 is going to be on the front row. You got David Dubose up in the 3rd spot. Burnt Wood, Walking Dead, and Smooth Puppy. Supreme, Shady, and Stewart, and NASCAR Legend is the top 10.
Now is where we might see a little bit of aggressiveness.
This is where it's going to get out of hand, but I think the 13's got it. 1, he's got the fastest car. 2, he's got the lead. And 3, he's going to restart on the inside. Nobody's going to be able to get under him. So I think the 13's got it. The race might be for 2nd, but I want to see a good race to the end. I don't want to know who wins it until, well, they're coming to the line. I don't want to know who wins it with half a lap to go. I want to see 3 wide to the line. Are tied up there.
I tell you what, our tie got a good gun.
He ain't gonna be. Oh, a big wreck, burnt wood, shady.
51 come down and tried to block, and then put himself out.
Oh, I'm not sure what happened there. Is that gonna be a caution? No.
So,
There was a lot of cars involved.
Yeah, he kind of done that to himself.
Yikes, that's gonna kill a lot of guys.
17 second now.
White flag.
Also, now we'll end it though. Open
And
it.
17 get
And
there.
you got some guys to the apron.
We got one guy
Down into the grass.
One up in the wall. He's catching him.
Does David have a
What's he
chance?
gonna do? What's he gonna do right here?
You want to be in this position. He's quick on the short run.
I don't think he's got enough there.
About to get under him right here. Oh,
That was a great shout by the 17 at the end there.
Hell of a race, guys. You know, even though we had a few cautions and whatnot, these guys, they got it together. They settled down. Right here at the end, they gave us an awesome finish. What more could you ask for? You know, we've seen some guys, you know, we kind of seen who kind of rose, you know, the cream of the crop kind of rose up. You know, we've seen a lot of different guys in the lead tonight. But, you know, 13 was my pick from the go. I knew he had a good car. And kind of stayed out of trouble. Got shuffled back toward the back a little bit. But I was able to make himself back out in the first run and put himself in position to come away with a win. So, did what he needed to do.
definitely. And hats off to all these guys. There's a little things we got to work on, improvements, but honestly, for the most part, stand-up job from all of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, pretty good race. You know, like you said, a lot of cautions, but it's gonna happen. You know, these guys that racing hard, they gave us a great finish at the end, like you said, Billy. And like your pick, you know, you knew he was quick all along, and clearly had the fastest car tonight. Great race by Racing Phenom.
I'm gonna bring the winner in tonight. We a little short on time, so we'll see if we can get the winner in tonight. What you
Sounds
guys
good to me.
think? Can somebody add him?
I probably can.
I mean, look at these times, guys. I mean, 29 twos, 29 threes.
Qualifying was on times 1. You know, had a 29.199, I think was the pole. You know, that's quick.
These guys put on a hell of a show. I mean,
Definitely.
I mean, these guys did great. I mean, I can't wait till we get deeper on. Every week is going to be a new challenge, right? So, just awesome job. I mean, we didn't know what these guys, we didn't know what to expect just because it was Daytona. And then these guys put in the work this week. They showed up and
What's going on, fellas?
put on a great race, I thought. I mean, a little bit of aggressiveness, but who's not going to get aggressive trying to get a win, though? You know what I mean? So.
Oh yeah, I expected them all to be way more aggressive than what it was.
Me too.
Great race.
It was a pleasant surprise though.
So it looks like we got our race winner in here, Phenom, Racing Phenom. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. How y'all doing?
I'm doing great, man. Doing great. So, Eagles, you guys want to take it away?
Yes, sir. Racing Phenom, you had a great, I guess it's not technically a season opener, but it's the first race outside of Daytona. You know, it's the first race where we're really going to get a good taste of who the fastest guys in the league are. And you surely had a great run tonight. You know, congratulations, you got the win. Walk me through your race. And how do you feel about racing in the C League so far?
My honest opinion, a lot of people want practice. Everybody's too aggressive. People can't hold lines. I'm not putting anybody on this place. I think everybody
Well, let me say you had a great car tonight. Congratulations on the win. Like I said, walk me through your race. How did you get the win?
Honestly, I don't know. 17 was running me down. He should have had heated on the outside. But somehow I pulled it off.
Any thoughts, Eddie?
Yeah, we seen you go from the front to the back, to the front, to the back, to the front. What was it like driving through the field over and over again?
World War III.
I wouldn't expect nothing less.
But it was
I really
fun.
just want to say, man, glad to have you here. Congrats on the win.
I'm glad to be here. I appreciate it.
Look forward to broadcasting next week and seeing you guys grow and get better. And congrats,
Absolutely.
man.
Yeah, most definitely.
Thank you.
So coming into tonight's race, Racing Phenom, I ran with you a little bit, in practice and whatnot and stuff. And I told you during the practice, I was like, you got a fast car. And
Yeah.
I knew coming in tonight, I've been watching and watching and watching. I knew some guys were just as fast. I think a guy or two maybe have been, right there with you. But I said right at the beginning of the broadcast, they asked me for my pick, and I said I'm taking Racing Phenom because I've seen him run, and I just want to say congratulations on your first FTR win. And,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And I hope you get many more, man. And appreciate you racing in here. Like you said, we had a few guys. We had some guys that's way a little aggressive. We had some people that needs to practice a little more, but I'm very optimistic that we'll get there, and just very proud of you, man.
Yeah, I'm super
great job.
optimistic, especially when just being honest like you was. You're not calling nobody out. You're just saying practice what people need. And there's nothing wrong with that.
It's true, and we'll get there. It's this is going to be the feature group time we get mid-season. You guys are going to be putting on some hell of a races, which I thought you guys put on a great race tonight. Nobody knew what to expect because, we've only ran Daytona, and some of these guys you hadn't kind of practiced with all week. They might have been practicing on their own, and I thought the race went well. Could it went better? Yeah, probably could have, but we'll get there.
It could have went a lot worse too. I was very proud of broadcasting. Hopefully we get you in the booth a lot more this season there.
I'll plan on it.
There you go.
All right, buddy. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Congrats
and,
again.
Congrats, buddy.
Thank you. On the Pocono.
On the Pocono.
On the Pocono. All right, guys. Any final thoughts?
No, great race.
Overall, I was pleased with the performance. Like I said, we've seen some things that we can work on, but there are things that can be worked on. I didn't see anybody out there just overly aggressive, like I said, mentioned during the race, wrecking people on purpose,